Robot vacuums have 5 buyer levels, and one of them is about to spend $300 more than they need to for a machine that will lose to last year's model in a blind test. This is every level of the robot vacuum market explained. What you're actually paying for, where the real value lives, and the one number on the box that lies to you every single time. Level 1. Under $200. Call it the proof of concept tier. The Roborock Q5 Max Plus and the iRobot Roomba 105 both live here, both around $160, and both do something that would have been impossible at this price 3 years ago. Real LiDAR mapping. Not bump and turn navigation, not guesswork, an actual laser-built map of your home. In independent testing from Vacuum Wars, the Roomba 105 scored above average for navigation efficiency from the same company that, until recently, was years behind on this exact technology. The UFI RoboVac line from Anker sits here too, and for pet hair on hard floors specifically, it's the reason budget doesn't mean broken anymore. The mistake at level 1 is assuming cheap means broken. It doesn't. LiDAR is the dividing line in this entire category, and level 1 is where it stopped being a luxury. Verdict: correct for a small home, a first robot, or a landlord who doesn't want to hear about it. Not a compromise. Level 2, $200 to $400. This is where LiDAR stops being the exception and becomes the standard. And the Mova P10 Pro Ultra is the clearest proof. The best budget pick in Vacuum Wars rankings for May, combining strong cleaning, real mapping, and a fully automated self-emptying dock, all under $400. 2 years ago, that combination started at over $1,000. The EcoVax D-Bot line competes hard in this same range. EcoVax holds significant global market share, and their presence here is exactly why the price floor on self-emptying docks has collapsed as fast as it has. The mistake at level 2 is buyer's guilt, assuming you have to spend more to be taken seriously. You don't. You're standing in the middle of the fastest price collapse this category has ever seen, and you're on the right side of it. Level 3, $400 to $700. The sweet spot. And if this video only gives you one number, make it this one. $400 to $700 buys roughly 90% of what a $1,500 flagship delivers. The Dream M14 Plus is the case study. Until 2025, a scrubbing roller mop, the kind that actually cleans instead of just dragging a wet pad across your floor, was a $1,000 feature. The M14 Plus puts that same roller, plus 18,000 pascals of suction, into a package under $500. Self-emptying dock, hot water mop wash, real obstacle avoidance, features that were locked above $1,000 as recently as 2 years ago. HEPA filtration, which matters if anyone in the house has allergies or pets, is also standard at this tier, where it used to be an upsell. No-go zones and virtual wall boundaries through the app are fully supported here as well, the kind of controls that used to require a premium model. Verdict: this is where value peaks. Everything past this level is optimization, not necessity. Level 4, $700 to $1,000. Here's where it gets interesting, because level 4 in 2026 isn't new engineering. It's yesterday's flagship on a discount. The Dreamy L50 Ultra held the #1 overall ranking on Vacuum Wars for months at $1,400. It's $800 now. The Roborock Crevo Curve X launched at $1,499.99. Spring pricing put it at $899. Same robot, same engineering, 35% off. 6 months later. The mistake at level 4 is thinking you're buying new technology. You're not. You're buying old technology at the right price. which is a much smarter thing to be doing. Level 5, $1,000 and up. The flagship tier, and the one everybody assumes is the correct answer if money isn't a concern. The Dream X60. Max Ultra Complete holds the top Vacuum Wars score this year at $1,499. The Roborock Saros 10R, around $1,200 to $1,300, replaced the usual spinning laser turret with solid-state LiDAR, a genuine 2025 engineering shift that lowers the unit's profile enough to reach under furniture nothing else can touch, while recognizing over 100 distinct obstacle types. That solid-state LiDAR is the most meaningful hardware change in the flagship tier this cycle. Narwhal also competes at this level on the mopping side, worth knowing if floor washing is the primary use case. These are real engineering achievements. They are also where the lie on the spec sheet gets the boldest. Roborock's newest flagship, the Saros 20, raised its suction rating from 22,000 pascals on last year's model to 36,000. In carpet boost testing, it picked up 62.8% of the debris mixture, about 3 grams less than the older, weaker robot. The number on the box went up. The result went down. Suction is not the metric. It never was. Brush design is the mistake at level 5 is reading a bigger Pascal number as a smarter purchase when the testing data says the opposite. Now here's the part nobody puts in the spec sheet at any level. Over 5 years, consumables, filters, brushes, mop pads, the 6 or more dust bags a year a self-emptying dock burns through, run around $1,325. Roborock, Dream, Ecovacs, and iRobot all use proprietary replacement filters and brushes, so brand lock-in is real. A Roborock S8 filter is not a Dream L20 filter, and that matters when you're pricing out 5 years of ownership, not just the box price. Add consumables to an $800 robot, and your real 5-year cost is $2,125, about $35 a month, for something you assumed was a one-time purchase. And this cost barely moves between levels. A level 1 robot and a level 5 robot use roughly the same HEPA-grade filters on roughly the same schedule, which means the cheaper your robot, the bigger a slice of your real spending that maintenance becomes. Ryan Hruska, who runs product development for robotics at Shark Ninja, put it plainly, most performance complaints people blame on the robot are actually a full bin, a clogged filter, or a blocked pathway. The machine looks broken when it's actually just due. And there's a level 0 that belongs on this chart, even though nobody draws it: iRobot itself. The company that invented the category, that held 85% of the North American market in 2017, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy on December 14th of last year. Full ownership transferred to Shenzhen Paisea Robotics through a $254 million debt for equity deal that closed January 23rd. Roborock, a name most people hadn't heard of a decade ago, now leads the global market with over 23% share. Ecovacs sits behind them as the second major Chinese brand reshaping the competitive landscape. The brand that used to be the automatic safe choice is the one that just got bought out by the wave of competitors that built levels 1 through 3. So what actually gets people at every level isn't a bad robot. It's a good spec sheet attached to the wrong price. The buyer at level 1 thinks they're settling. The buyer at level 5 thinks they've solved the problem for good. Both of them are reading the number on the box as information about the robot, when at every level except 3, it's mostly information about the marketing budget behind it. If you're testing the category or working with a small space, level 1 is not a compromise. It's correct. If you've done 5 minutes of research, level 2 gives you real mapping without real commitment. If you want the best dollar for performance ratio available right now, level 3 is the answer for almost anyone, apartment or house. Level 4, rewards, patience. Let last year's flagship come to you at half price. And level 5 is for the buyer who has already decided the marginal obstacle avoidance and the deeper carpet clean are worth the premium, not the buyer who thinks a bigger Pascal number means a smarter decision. The smartest buyer on this entire chart was never the one who spent the most. It's the one who knew exactly which level they actually needed and refused to pay for the one above it.